Off to Button Moon, we follow Mr. Spoon. Button Moon, Button Moon.
There's Button Moon, shining very brightly in blanket sky. Hello, Mrs. Spoon. Mrs. Spoon is very happy because today it's her birthday. She's looking out of the window for the postman, hoping he'll bring her some birthday cards. Mrs. Spoon, did Mr. Spoon and Tina wish you a happy birthday? Oh, Mr. Spoon and Tina must have forgotten that it's Mrs. Spoon's birthday today. Hello, Mr. Spoon. Hello, Tina Teaspoon. Mr. Spoon and Tina are going on a journey to Button Moon in the spaceship. Mrs. Spoon has come outside to wave goodbye to them. And they haven't wished her a happy birthday. They must have forgotten all about it. Mr. Spoon and Tina are saying goodbye to Mrs. Spoon. They want to get off to Button Moon as soon as they can and have some fun. Well, they're going to Button Moon without Mrs. Spoon. And today, it's her birthday. Get ready for the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Oh, the spaceship hasn't taken off. Perhaps something's wrong with it. Tina's wishing her mum a happy birthday. And Mr. Spoon's wishing Mrs. Spoon a happy birthday. They were pretending to forget her birthday. Tina wants Mrs. Spoon to climb into the spaceship because they want Mrs. Spoon to come to Button Moon with them. Mrs. Spoon is so happy, the spaceship is full of birthday cards. Tina's drawn a picture of a cat on hers because Mrs. Spoon likes cats. And there's a present from Mr. Spoon and Tina. Mrs. Spoon wants to undo the parcel, and Mr. Spoon wants to start the spaceship. Let's get ready for the countdown and see if Mrs. Spoon can undo the parcel before the spaceship takes off. Are you ready, Mrs. Spoon? Right. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! The spaceship is on its way to Button Moon, and Mrs. Spoon hasn't undone the parcel. The knots are too tight. Tina tied the knots. Mrs. Spoon is enjoying her birthday, and she's undone her parcel. Inside, there was a new duster coat from Mr. Spoon and Tina. She's really pleased. She's saying thank you. As it's her birthday, Mrs. Spoon is going to press the round button to make the spaceship land. They've landed on Button Moon. I wonder what we're going to see today on Mrs. Spoon's birthday. It's turned a bit cold on Button Moon. Mrs. Spoon's pleased she's put on her new coat. That sounds like vacuum cleaner. It is. He's got a party hat on. They're very pleased to see him. Vacuum cleaner's given Mrs. Spoon a birthday card. It's got a picture of a cat on it, because he knows Mrs. Spoon likes cards with cats on them. Mrs. Spoon is laughing because it's another card with a picture of a cat on it. Oh, vacuum cleaner. He's laughed so much, he's sucked up the card that he's just given Mrs. Spoon for her birthday. So, he's going to sing happy birthday to her instead. Thank you, vacuum cleaner. And now, Mr. Spoon wants Mrs. Spoon to look through the telescope. Let's all look through the telescope. There's a bandstand. The band is playing jolly tunes in the park. And not far away is Granny Grunt. Granny Grunt loves coming to the park and listening to the music with her dog, Daisy.
Quiet, Daisy. I want to listen to the music. Now you go away and play with the big dogs. Oh, they finished. Oh, well, we'll have to go home and get our tea ready. Oh,
Mr.
Cooey!
Cherry is going home too.
Cooey! Oh, it was lovely music. Thank you very much. Oh, dear. You've caught a cold. You ought to go home and go to bed and get rid of it.
Yes, Mr. Cherry just wants to go home and go to bed. That's Mrs. Cherry, Mr. Cherry's wife. She's made some lovely hot soup and a hot drink. And a hot water bottle, because Mr. Cherry's upstairs in bed with his cold. Poor Mr. Cherry. He's very worried because he won't be able to play in the band tomorrow. Because of his cold, he can't blow his trumpet. But he can certainly blow his nose. Mr. Cherry can hear some very funny noises coming from the kitchen. He wonders if Mrs. Cherry has also caught his cold. No, Mrs. Cherry is trying to play the trumpet because Mr. Cherry won't be well enough to play in the band tomorrow. Poor Mr. Cherry. He's not at all well. All he can do is blow his nose. He certainly can't blow his trumpet. He's too poorly. His dog, Shambles, feels very sorry for him, and he's going to keep his feet warm by lying at the bottom of the bed. Mrs. Cherry has got up very early to make herself a bright red tunic. She's very excited because today is the day she's going to play in the band in the park. Mr. Cherry has wished her good luck, and she'll be in the park blowing the trumpet, and poor Mr. Cherry will be lying in bed blowing his nose. Mr. Cherry has fallen off to sleep. And look, Shambles is looking after him now that Mrs. Cherry has gone out to the park. There's Mrs. Cherry in her bright red cherry tunic and carrying a shopping bag. And look what's sticking out of the shopping bag. The trumpet. She's going to play in the band. Granny Grunt is waiting for the band to start. She doesn't know that Mrs. Cherry is going to be playing in the band, nor does Daisy. Daisy's wondering whether Shambles is coming to the park today. There's Mrs. Cherry, standing in the middle and blowing the trumpet. And there's Mr. Cherry. He's feeling a lot better. He's come along to hear Mrs. Cherry playing in the band. And so has Shambles.
Oh, isn't she good? She can certainly blow that trumpet.
Mr. Cherry didn't know that Mrs. Cherry could play the trumpet so well. Now they'll both be able to play in the band. Both blowing their own trumpets and not their noses. Did you enjoy that story, Mrs. Spoon? Well, you've had a lovely birthday, but now it's time to go back home before it gets much colder. Goodbye, vacuum cleaner. Let's get ready for the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
We've been to Button Moon. We've
Vanilla, Egbert's mum, has made a birthday cake for Mrs. Spoon. Mrs. Spoon has had a day full of surprises. She's thanking everyone for such a lovely birthday.